都ってその外国人観光客から見てどこが魅力的だったりするの？
なんかどこ歩いても神社が見つけれるところ。
Yeah, as soon as you see your first Torii gate, you're like, oh, Japan!
Only that, it's just that they try to make the whole city looks brand new with the historical buildings.
日本の海といえばどこですか？
沖縄。
沖縄。
It's all blue, white sand. I can see what's underneath the water.
透明なところもあるね。
Oh,
It's like you can see the ground, the water. Like in Romania, we also have umi, which is like the Black Sea.
海外の人はさ、その富士山を見たときになんで素敵だなって思う？
これ。
oh,
あ、そういうこと
形。
山って普通こういう形じゃないの？
じゃ
ない
マウントエベレスの形わかる？もし聞いたらどうやって？
今日は海外が驚く日本の観光地が世界と張り合える理由について話してみるよ。 Let's find out! こんにちは、全人類と友達になると思うけどスタンスです。そして
Martinです。
そうです。
今日のテーマは日本の観光地が世界と張り合える理由について。まあね、みんなと話してると日本人もったいないよと、日本ってめちゃくちゃ観光する場所いっぱいあるのにもっと世界に押し出していこうぜっていうことになりましたので、日本の観光地について話してみたいと思います。話すだけじゃ面白くないので、まず何個かカテゴリー作りました。例えば
Good job!
まあ、一緒に作ったし、
Oh, yes, you did.
例えば都会のいい場所とか山のいい場所、海のいい場所、歴史的な建物がある場所ってどこかみたいなのをちょっと個別にカテゴライズして話していきたいと思います。で、さらにちょっと日本についてこう喋るだけじゃなくて海外のことも知ってほしい、こういう気持ちで私このチャンネルやっております。ということで、みんなが今まで行ったことあるおすすめの場所っていうのも一緒にカテゴリーごとに話していきたいと思います。例えば日本で山どこがいい？富士山って言った時に海外のこの山もいいよみたいな話をしていけたらなと。
富士山がいい。
面白い。それでは行ってみましょう。日本の都会はどこですか？
東京。
Who would have thought?
はい、
Not me!
まず外国人から見た東京の都会としての素晴らしさ教えてもらってもいい？
Yes, indeed. I mean, isn't Tokyo the biggest metropolis, working metropolis in the world?
世界の都市の中で多分一番人口が多いんかな。
For one thing, the kind of train system that exists in Tokyo is not as successful anywhere else in the world, would you say?
Totally.
Right? You can access pretty much everything from everywhere. If you want to go Shizen, if you want to go to any kind of food you could possibly think of, it's available in Tokyo. I just had Italian pizza one day, and then I had sushi the next day, and then I had American burgers like another day after that, right? So everything is basically connected in Tokyo, and you can experience pretty much, if you can think of it, it's in Tokyo.
確かに。だからもう海外の観光客が日本に来たら絶対に東京は行くもんね。
そうです。
Yes.
絶対まず東京。で、そこからちょっと大阪行ったりとか京都行ったりとか沖縄とか北海道みたいな感じだから、もう外国人観光客はもう 100% と言っていいほど東京にはまず来るみたいな感じよね。
Everybody wants to be part of that Shibuya Crossing.
Yeah.
Everybody in the world. They just want to be another face. Yeah, then like, you know, they'll take a picture of themselves in it, you know, they'll take pictures of their friends in it, right? They'll drink like a chuhai in the middle of the Shibuya Crossing. I've done that once. That was cool.
And look for a dog statue.
Oh yeah,
Hachiko.
Hachiko. That is actually the best place to meet like friends. Because like, oh, let's meet by Hachiko, because that is the Ichiban Wakariyasui, right? And it's also a very like big place to meet, right? Because if you say meet me at Shibuya Station, where? The worst one is meet me at Shinjuku Station. Where?
他の都市と比べてなんか東京ここがいいって他にあったりする？
It's cheap.
安い。
Yeah. It's like the cost of living is like so cheap for a city of this size. Like compare, like I don't think it'd be incorrect to say like Tokyo is a kind of the same, let's say, ranking as like London, UK, New York, Paris, Hong Kong, I guess. You know, these like major world cities, right? And yet it's probably like the easiest to live there, don't you think? I think like a one-bedroom apartment in New York is
なんか20万とか超える
something like that,
Oh,
right?
yeah.
$2,000 US at least.
Yeah.
Right? That's like a good deal.
しかも全然広くていいとこじゃなくて20万とかするよね、
Yeah.
東京はさすがに20万出したらだいぶいいとこ住めるから
Right, exactly.
Right.
But even if like, you're working at like a convenience or something like that full time, you could probably afford an apartment by yourself.
Yeah.
Correct.
Yeah.
As opposed to if you work at McDonald's in San Francisco, good luck living in the city. You're not going to be able to
Yeah.
compete with the average housing price there.
Even outside the city, like you're probably gonna need roommates and all that, right?
Correct, correct. In order to just afford anything, right? If you look at the average price of a meal, let's say in Los Angeles, it's like about like what? The equivalent of 2,500, right?
For
But-
a meal, right?
For a meal. But you know, you look at Yoshinoya King over here. You know, how much is he eating for a meal at once? 500 yen, 600 yen,
Something like that.
right?
Yeah.
Exactly. So then, if you do all the math, it's a very, very big metropolis, very convenient metropolis to live in, but it's also overall a cheaper place to live.
Yeah, yeah.
Yeah.
吉野家で1000円使ったらめちゃくちゃ今日豪華だって
I mean, it's different for us because, like, you know, if you guys live in Osaka, you know, everything is relatively cheaper than Tokyo.
Yeah, yeah.
So to us, like, oh my god, Tokyo is so expensive. But then if you compare it to the rest of the world, it's not that bad.
じゃあ次海外のこの都市がおすすめだよって言ってくれる人
はい
はい
You know what I mean?
香港です
Oh, Hong Kong, baby.
結構安全だと思いますし、高いビルスカイスクレーパーがいっぱい集まってあるからそういう景色が結構すごいと思いますし、もう一つはコンパクトっていうか、まあ狭いだけど近いのところに何でもある感じ。Yeah, it's very convenient around the area. So you can just like walk like 5 minutes just to get a convenience, 5 minutes just to get a super, and then 5 minutes just to get to the train station.
So I can reach out my arm and I can have anything I want.
Definitely, because the distance is very small.
なるほどね。
そうかポールは、まあ、マレーシア人なんだけど、香港大学香港ユニバーシティに行ってたから、まあ、住んでたことがあるんですね、
住んでた。
はいまあ、頭いい
いやいや関係ない。
いや
もう一つおすすめするのは香港の夜景
あ
です。世界多分三大夜景と呼ばれると思いますね。まあ僕大学のすぐ後ろから40分ぐらいハイキングしたらそういうビクトリアピークという山に登ったらすごい夜景が見れます。
ーすごい
You lucky ducky.
Oh, look at that.
やば
That's so cool.
そう。
で100万ドルの夜景って言われてるよね都会は東京と香港でした次
Right?
歴史ある街
Oh, none other than?
京都
That's the one. Where else would it be?
京都ってその外国人観光客から見てどこが魅力的だったりするの
なんかどこ歩いても神社が見つけれるところ。
あ
Yeah, as soon as you see your first Torii gate, you're like, oh, Japan!
もう神社見るだけで結構日本って感じするよね、でそれが街中とこうフィットしてて、ある感じがいいってことね。
そうそうそう。
The other thing about Kyoto, I think, is really like what Mujokuteki is like.
Okay.
Yeah, okay. Is is that a lot of these historical buildings are preserved, right? They have a lot of effort. They put a lot of effort to make sure that they're well maintained and they maintain its historical funiki, I guess.
Not only that, it's just that they try to make the whole city looks then with the historical buildings. For example,
Oh, the height.
No, the height restriction, the color of the streets, everything is controlled to look the same.
Oh yeah.
Yeah.
Even like family marts and stuff like that.
Yes,
Like,
yes.
yeah, I noticed like
Chairo.
yeah, most of it's like
Arashiyama.
Chairo. Yeah.
The Yoshiyama one is China, right? It blends in with all the other
Yeah.
stands.
そう
郵便局も茶色。
そうなの
そうそうそう。
だからスタバも茶色だったっけ
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah. It's like a shrine? Yes.
そうそうそう。
あとすごいのは着物レンタルがめちゃくちゃ多くて、で着物を着て当然なところを歩いている感覚がすごくいい感じ。It feels like you're back in the past in Japan, like you're back into 時代劇。
あでも確かにそうかもね。だって大阪で着物着てたらちょっとなんかあの人着物着てるなって見られるかもしれないけど、京都で着てもまあそうだよね、で着物レンタルとかを最近外国人がやったりすることもあるから、なるほどね。
Psycho.
最
The
高。
best. I love it. I had the those wooden sword. I would walk around, and then my friend bought like the umbrella. It was so nice. It was like in the snow too. It was like snowing.
that's
there.
nice.
We had a great time, and nobody was down. Okay, I was the only one down out of our whole group, and then they're like, "But I don't know, but Byron wants to do it, so I guess we'll do it." And as soon as they put it on, and as soon as they all saw themselves in kimonos, they were like, "Okay, this is fun." Also, you know, a lot of people talk about Fushimi Inari Taisha. A lot of people talking about, you know, going to Arashiyama, Bamboo Forest, etc., and Kiyomizu-dera, etc. But my hidden gem, favorite thing to do in Kyoto is to walk around and get all the free yatsuhashi and eat. So good. Oh my god, you just go in, get that yatsuhashi, woo, and then you get all the yatsuhashi. Oh man, and by the time that I'm finished, I get oishii. And by the time I'm done, I've eaten about like 30 yatsuhashi. It's so full.
どういうことフリー八つ橋って
So there's like samples. So they give you samples. And you're like, you can sample it out.
絶対ダメ絶対ダメ
What are you talking about? I go to 30 different shops. But I only take one. Obviously, it should say to like take, you know, more than one at a place where you're only supposed to take one sample. So I go to one can, 1件1個 sample でしょ
なるほど
So total 合計
彼ね冗談で言ってるんで本当にマニアックじゃあ次海外について歴史ある街話してくれる人
はいまあ歴史といえばヨーロッパは歴史に溢れてるんで
おう
はい For Romania would be Bran Castle
ブランキャス
Also called Dracula's Castle
Oh, like in Castlevania, right?
Oh, yeah, I love that game.
Like in Castlevania Symphony of the Night, you fight Dracula, right?
Yeah
Yes.
And
I mean-
Alucard is
Alucard.
Dracula backwards.
Yes
Is Alucard from Romania?
Well
もしかしてルーマニア人Alucard.
ちょっとお腹空いたんで Because the legend of Dracula, it's obviously fiction. It was created based on old Romanian king. And Bran Castle was also used as imagery in Dracula's movies. And that's why it's called Dracula's Castle.
これねドラキュラ城
Yep.
だからヴァンパイアの話小説とかを書いたのがここのお城をモデルにして書かれたよね
そう
だからなんかドラキュラ城みたいな言われ方も日本ではされてたりするけど
The second one is Bucharest Old Center.
Let's see a pic.
There it is.
Yeah.
Oh, that's a nice
That's
pic.
really old.
Yeah.
Yeah, that's kind of the
That's
point.
yeah.
Yeah, and it has a lot of restaurants around, and it's just very enjoyable as a tourist to just go around the streets.
なんかこう日本人の気持ちからしたら多分みんなが神社とか京都いいなって思うのと本当に全く同じ気持ちでこういうヨーロッパの街並みかっこいいなってなる
Oh, that's
Totally,
true.
totally.
なる
めっちゃ
カナダもでも結構
こんなことないで。
本当
ほんまにこんない。
じゃあ歴史ある街は京都とルーマニアでした
Yeah, I want to suck your blood. Wow.
次
はい。
海
Oh,
日本の海といえばどこですか
沖縄。
僕が生まれた
四万十
うちなの出
みんなが思う沖縄の素晴らしいところってどこなの
はい
はい
水がとっても綺麗
That's true. It's all blue, white sand. I can see what's underneath the water.
透明なところもあるね
Oh,
It's like you can see the ground, the water. Like in Romania, we also have umi, which is like the Black Sea, and it's called the Black Sea because it's very dark and like you cannot see.
国会
黒海 Yeah, 黒い海でしょ I was very pleasantly surprised when I saw the umi in Okinawa. That's like, oh my god, I've never seen such a clear water.
So yeah, the one thing that I find cool about Okinawa is that like technically it's part of Japan. But when you go to Okinawa, it's like there's a little bit of like a vibe that's like not quite the same. It's like there's Japanese written everywhere and people are speaking Japanese to you, right? But it's kind of like Sadu.
yeah.
Yeah.
Sad, dude. Yeah. Sad, dude.
サドゥ
You can just look around at what people are wearing and the fact that no matter what you wear, you won't feel judged. I
Yeah.
feel. Because like I bought this really nice summery dress in Okinawa, and when I was wearing it in Okinawa, most people like didn't really care.
Yeah.
Whereas in Osaka, I could see a few shiroime.
Yeah.
白いね。なんか沖縄の人の勝手なイメージ、まあそんな知り合い多いわけじゃないけど、結構すごいチルな感じ。
Yeah.
だ
Yeah.
から
Yeah,
日本人と、まあ外国人ってひとまとめにするのもあれだけど、中間にいる感じはするよね。じゃあ、海外の海について話してくれる人
You thought I was gonna say Hawaii, but little did you know, California has excellent beaches as well.
Oh, true, true.
To what the Japanese call a park, like Yoyogi Koen or Ueno Park, is what Californians call the beach, because we can access it 3 minutes or 5 minutes by car. I went to, you see Irvine, okay? I had a car, all right? And I had an hour break in between my classes. Where did I go? I went to Laguna Beach. And how far was it away? 5 minutes.
That's sick.
5 minutes, right? So, you know, that was just like my everyday thing. I would go there, drive there, look at the white sand, beautiful, sparkling waves, right? And then I could just chill there for about 30 minutes, pack up my stuff, go back to class, learn the hell out of my international studies courses, and sleep.
Sounds
まあ
great.
確かにカリフォルニアって結構都市じゃん。で、都市と海がすごい近いよね。
Yes, indeed. I mean, that's the reason why Hollywood is set up in California, because the weather is very consistent in California, right? And so, because you need to shoot movies when the sun is out, like you can't shoot a lot of movies in the rain, right? That's gonna damage the equipment, and maybe you need to make it inside of a Hollywood studio, right? But because California is consistent in terms of like sunny California, the sun's always out, that's why it's become the movie capital of the world, or well, in the States at least, because it's reliable. The weather is reliable because it's sunny. Anyway, Laguna Beach is excellent. There's what's it called? I don't know if they have it in Japan. Maybe you have to pay a service, but there's special places on the beach where you can have like a little bonfire. So all you have to do is just bring like your own wood, like newspapers, light that little baby up. Have like hot dogs, I don't know, have like s'mores.
Sounds great.
Oh, so amazing,
That's
right?
sick.
And then if you walk alongside the side roads, you get acai bowls, you get poke, just bring that
So
baby on the beach.
Californian.
Oh yeah, man, and then just do this freaking, just take a nap in the sand. Oh man.
海は沖縄とカリフォルニアのラグナビーチでした。次、テーマパーク。
Hey.
Which one?
日本は
Here I got the bomb.
USJ!
Although I want to go.
That's a great place.
I kinda wanna go.
Illumination to what?
もう一回いきますよ。日本は
USJ!
まあユニバーサル・スタジオ・オンって世界中にあるじゃん。シンガポールもあるし、アメリカにももちろんあるし、世界中にあるけど、その USJ、大阪にあるあの USJ にしかないものみたいなのってあったりするの？
あるよ。
ある。
なん
アニメとのコラボレーション。
That's true.
Yeah. That's very Japan.
That's very Japanese. No one wants to do on the Doraemon ride in Kaigai. Okay?
Doraemon.
But Japanese people love to ride the Doraemon ride. Okay?
そうか、でもそうだよね。
Yeah.
なんかクールジャパンっつって押し出してた時に、コナンとかドラえもんとか今でもって普通に続いてやってるもんね。
Uh-huh.
Did they have like an Evangelion thing like a few years
Oh,
ago?
yeah, I think they did. They had a Shingeki no Kyojin one. They
The
had
3D one.
the
with
3D
the-
one.
There was like
Yeah.
Kimetsu no Yaiba.
Kimetsu no Yaiba. I think I wrote that one. That was pretty cool.
Yeah,
No,
you're
but
right.
the thing is, the crazy thing about Japan, and that is also wanted in the States, is the USJ popcorn buckets. A very coveted piece of merchandise from USJ. For example, the Jujutsu Kaisen, it was like Gojo, it was like one of the characters, and like he was doing his special attack, but then you could eat the popcorn from it, right?
In simple terms, it's a popcorn container.
ポップコーンわからない人に呪術廻戦でもっとわからないですよ。
That popcorn bucket, it's like it features like one of the characters from USJ, and then they have flavored popcorn, and you can have like salt.
Okay, okay.
こういうでっかいポップコーン。
Yeah,
That's
yeah,
like
yeah.
a big thing.
So it's like a big
え、
thing.
ないの？
No, that's very Japanese.
あ、そうなんや。飲み物をさ、入れるドリンクホルダーみたいなのは多分海外にもあって、で、日本もあるけど、ポップコーンの分がないんだね。
ないと。
No. I mean, Fushigi no, yeah. I feel like popcorn is an American thing, no? You have it at the movies, you eat popcorn. But I think that Japan takes it to the next level and they add like matcha popcorn, or they do like curry popcorn, or strawberry milk popcorn, right?
They also have Super Nintendo Land, don't they?
あ
That's
あ
true.
そう
あー
か
Los
マリ
Angeles
オ
just got it.
そう
Yeah.
ロサンゼルスにもできたの
Mm-hmm.
マリオランド
Uh-huh. Yeah, we just
Oh,
got
that's
it.
a Japan
in LA.
exclusive. What
I
the
thought
heck,
so
man?
too.
日本で最初に作ってそこから輸出してできたの
Yes.
はあ
Yes.
それなんか嬉しいね海外のテーマパークについて話してくれる人
Sorry for going again. Me!
You.
Me!
You
Disney, not land, not place, but Disney World. Disney World.
Disney
Have you ever
World.
been to Disney World? There's a reason why that name holds so much weight, alright? Located in the Chianwari, Florida shoe. Other than all the Chianwarusa, there are two sacred places where no violence has been had, which is Universal Studios Florida and Disney World, and not just one. Okay, look at Japan. We got Disneyland, we got Disney Sea. Okay, you look at California, you got Disneyland, and you got Disneyland California Adventure. Okay, in Florida shoe, there are 4 parks. Disney World. Okay, all right. Epcot. Okay, Disney Animal Kingdom,
Yeah,
and
yeah.
Disney Hollywood Studios. 4 parks.
めちゃくちゃでかいってことね
Yes, that's why it's world.
そうかだって USJ とかディズニーランドディズニーシーとあともう一個がボインってくっついて同じ場所にあるってことだよね
Yes.
やば
Yes, Disney World. I mean,
Very American. Oh my God.
bigger is better all the time. And for those of you who don't know, obviously, well, in Disneyland, there's also like these different places that you can go to. But I will say that the best thing about Disney World is one of the parks called Epcot. Epcot. Have you guys heard of Epcot
No, I
before?
haven't.
Epcot is none other than you can travel around the world. In Disney
What?
theme. So, for example, they have several different places where Disney characters are from. So they have a little Mexico, they have a little America, obviously. They have a little India, and each different country has their own alcohol. So you can enjoy alcohol worldwide. It is the Disneyland featured for adults. You know, you send your kids to Disneyland, and then as an adult, you enjoy yourself with different drinks around the world. And get this, there's also a little Japan. and every 2 hours, there's a taiko show.
じゃあもうでもそれキャラクターでも何でもなくてただ海外の文化を紹介するそのアトラクションみたいな
Correct. Yeah. I mean,
Oh,
they hire the people from that specific company. So if you go, or it's from that specific country, right? So if you go to the Japan part of Epcot, there are actual Japanese people there, and who speak broken English to you. Right? So because they want to not ruin your immersion. Right? You're here in this country, right? They have a thing where like you buy an oyster from like one of the Japanese shops, and then if you find a pearl of like 4 like onesan, you're like, oh, sugoi, sugoi.
でもすごいねそれ
Yeah. You actually feel like you're there.
Wow.
Every 2 hours.
えこれ嘘でしょこれディズニー
Disney.
本当にこれディズニーなの
Yes.
That's
Epcot.
nuts.
Yeah, isn't that crazy, guys?
やば
Oh my god.
Yeah. So it's basically a tiny trip around the world located at a Disney park. Yeah.
That's sick.
But my advice, please don't go outside of the parks. It is very challenging. Yeah, stay in the park, stay at the hotels near the park. Okay, don't go out at night. Just go and enjoy the parks and then get immediately out of there.
治安ね悪いところもあるんでそこは気をつけてくださいはいということでテーマパークは USJ とディズニーワールドでした
Sorry for talking so much.
次
Darling.
山
Yama.
はい、まあ、日本の山はどこですか
Fuji-san!
Mr. Fuji from the sun.
Ba-bam.
Ta-da!
海外の人はさその富士山を見た時になんで素敵だなって思う
これ
Oh!
Beautiful shape.
あそういうこと
Beautiful shape.
え山って普通こういう形じゃないの
いやじゃ
じゃない
ないマウンテンエブレスの形わかるもし聞いたらどうやって
Yeah, ding 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 ding.
なんか富士山の名前聞いたらみんなすぐわかるこういう形
あでもそうだね
すぐそのイメージになってて すごい高い火山やし。
もうだから山自体のあの形が結構、まあ、海外の人にもシンボルみたいなイメージになってる。
Exactly.
Yeah.
だから日本人も銭湯とか行くじゃん。壁にね書いてあるのよ。
ありますね。はい。
そう。もうで綺麗な富士山の形。
You know, like a Genjitsu ni mountain is a mountain that looks like ding, 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 ding. But listen, like if you ask a kid, hey kid, draw a mountain 10 out of 10 times, and it will look exactly like Fuji-san.
Yeah.
Because it's perfect. It's like
Symmetrical.
So good. It's very
Human like
symmetrical.
symmetrics.
Yes, yes, yes. It's not even man-made symmetrical. Yeah.
Not only that, the shape is beautiful, but the mountain and the scenery around it is very beautiful as well. For example, if say you go to Kawaguchiko, you can actually see a very beautiful mountain with the Izumi, with the reflections and stuff. And it's so beautiful. When you see it, it's like so impactful.
Yeah. But it also feels like a very big rarity to get a very nice view of Fuji-san because there's a lot of fog.
But the best time will be around in the morning. If it's in the evening, if it's in the afternoon or evening, you probably saw a lot of fog. So.
次、海外の山について話してくれる人は
You thought it was me, but it was him!
Oh, it was me?
It was you!
どこ？
まあ山じゃないんだけど、グランカニオンおすすめしようかな。
まあ、グランドキャニオンっていうのはアリゾナ州にある渓谷のことよね。谷
ですね。
そうよね。まあ山のとこでなんで選んだかっていうと、この上と下のなんか差がものすごく激しくて、めっちゃ高いんよね。
だいたい2000メートルあると思う。
すごいね。
That's basically a mountain then.
Yeah.
なんでグランドキャニオンを選んだの？
First, Grand Canyon is like one of the 7 natural wonders in the world.
True, true, true.
It's so big, so enormous. It's like I've checked internet. It's about like 277 miles, I would say.
Oh,
which is about 477 kilometers.
Nice, nice. I think. According to my calculations, yes.
めっちゃでかいよね。だから
めっちゃでかい。
高さとかは富士山の方が高いけど、まあそれは周りも入れたら、もうなんか多分富士山2個入りますみたいな広さがきっとあるよね。
Yeah, it's so big that my eyes think that I'm lying or something like that.
Yeah.
I think that this is just like a projection of images on a VR headset. But it's
That's true. Not even joking.
Yeah.
マジで。
Yes.
Wherever the picture you took it can be your background of it.
Wow.
すごい。
It's that amazing.
ということで、富士山とグランドキャニオンでした。次、ご飯が美味しいところ。
どこでしょ
日本はどこですか？
福岡！
いいね、福岡。
う I love Fukuoka so much. Oh my god.
いやね、でも、まあ、どこもここは良かったよね。まあ、大阪ももちろんいいし、福岡も。
でも、まあ本当に一つだけ選んだら福岡だった
そうだ、ポールは福岡に最近まで住んでたよ。で、月に1回ここにね、ジョインして撮影してたりしたんだけど、福岡の何のご飯が好き？
もつ鍋。
Excellent. I love motsunabe. You can't tell a person from LA what's in it though. They won't eat it. Just feed it to them. They're like, this is delicious. What's in it? Secret.
I don't know. Sorry.
あんまりもつを食べる文化がないね。
No.
他に何があるっけ？博多って。
豚骨ラーメン。
豚骨ラーメン。
Yeah. So good.
Mizutaki.
水炊き。
And last but not least,
明太
そうね、だから福岡、博多とかってさ、海と近いよね。
It's right there.
だから、その値段もめっちゃ安くて、新鮮なご飯が食べれて、こんなにさ、なんかご当地のものがポンポンポンポン思い浮かぶ場所ってあんまないよね。
They sell mentaiko there like it's jewelry. It's crazy, dude.
はい、じゃあ、ご飯が美味しい場所について話してくれる人。
Ta-da!
Fire,
Me!
バイルいっぱい喋ってくれ。
Jeez, I mean, I was gonna go. Damn, I talk so much.
どこですか？
Well, of course, the one and only California, baby, is one of the
Yeah,
greatest
boy.
places to have a food festival in your mouth. Oh yes, not only are the portions are big, they are absolutely killer delicious. Okay.
カリフォルニアのご飯のイメージが全然ゼロなんだけど、何が良くてどんなご飯があるかちょっと教えてくれない？
All right. Well, how much do you pay for Mexican food in Osaka or Tokyo? How much do you pay?
Too much.
Too much.
How much for 2 tacos? Give me a price.
1,500 yen.
1,500 yen. 1,500 yen. Try 200 yen.
Oh man.
Try 200 yen. And then, you know, I went with like a couple of my friends and they were surprised that they just give out free limes at the Mexican restaurant. Pretty much big bucket of limes. You know, limes are pretty expensive. Maybe they'll give you like one slice, you know, and an extra lime, that's probably like an extra like 150 yen or something like that. But yo, it's like this deep of a canister, just holds all limes, right? And then you're free just to get like, I don't know, as many as you want to put on your
そ
pasta.
う。だから、カリフォルニアってメキシコの隣にあるから、そのメキシコ料理がアメリカだけどブワッと入ってきてて、で、屋台みたいなところがあって、めっちゃ安いんだ。
The thing is, the thing that I've noticed about Californian food in comparison to the rest of, I guess, the world, right? Because a lot of people think that if you go abroad or you go to like Mexico, right, to eat Mexican tacos, or if you go to Vietnam to eat authentic pho, right? It's not the same that you would get in California. Because with that said, like, you know how in America everything is mass produced, right? Like the cows are mass produced, chicken is mass produced. That means if you want to get that really, really rustic, really cold, terry taste of meat, you'll find that in California, right? And then who's to say that like they have gotten so much of the meat taste inside of their tacos, and if you eat like Vietnamese pho, right, that like bone broth is just tastes like you're like chewing into a piece of like cooked meat. That's how rich like the soup is, right? And so I didn't realize that until I had pho here in Japan or pho like in Vietnam, and then I was expecting the Californian taste. Wait a minute, ちょっと薄くない? I'm missing the taste of meat. I'm missing the taste of meat, and then you know my friends told me, well, it's because they have the access to a lot of different meat inside of California. That's why they can get that really, really strong taste, right? One thing I also say about Californian food is barbecue, baby. American barbecue, baby. Here, scroll down, look at that picture right now. Scroll down, look at that picture. Oh my goodness, yes, that is it. Look at that. Let me describe that rib rack right there. Imagine you take one bite into that one rack of ribs and the meat falls off the bone into your mouth. You're like, oh, it's so good. Oh my god. It's probably like slow cooked for like a good like 8 hours. All right. Like very, very slow and like smoked. It's so delicious. You got your side of baked beans. You got some corn on the cob. I mean, there are some barbecue places in Japan as well that I've tried in Tokyo, and you know, pretty good, pretty there. I would say a good 7 out of 10. Okay, rank that there. Go to California, try out the barbecue there. It is so delicious.
確かにね、日本もバーベキューやるけどそんな本気っていうか日本はどっちかっていうと焼肉の方が本気だよね、まあ、バーベキューっつったらもうカリフォルニアには勝てない気がする
So good, so good.
はい、ということで今日は海外を驚く日本の観光地が世界と張り合える理由について話してみました。で、それをね、海外でみんなが行ったことある観光地とね、比べて話してみました。これすごいさ、なんかこう結構初めての試みで、その今結構日本のものについてフォーカス当てて話したけど、まあ、この動画でさ、外国人観光客は日本のこの観光地どこがいいと思ってるのかっていうのも、まあ、勉強になるし、で同時に僕らもね海外について知ることもできたというので、まあ、一度で二度美味しい動画だったんじゃなかったでしょうか。今日比べたやつはそんなちゃんと比べたわけじゃないよね。例えばご飯美味しいところ福岡とカリフォルニアってでかさがレベルが違うよね。カリフォルニアって日本全体ポコって入るからちょっとそこはざっくり、まあ、自分たちの思いだけでやったんで、まあ、逆に皆さんが思う日本のこういう理由でこの観光地はすごいおすすめだよとか、海外のこういう理由で話してもらいたいなとか言ってもらいたいなっていうのがあればコメント欄までよろしくお願いします。そうね、それについても話してみたいよね。はい。他に僕らにトークしてほしいトピックがあればコメント欄までそちらもよろしくお願いします。それでは次の動画でまたお会いしましょう。バイバイ。じゃん。
る
登録
お願いします。